Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are on the planet. I hope you're doing well in still crazy times. Thank you for being here, sharing your time with me. I haven't been on YouTube for quite a while. I needed some rest. So here I am. And today I would like to talk about bacteria and enzymes. We usually talk about vitamins, we talk about carbohydrates, diet, and so on, but we never actually really talk about enzymes. And as I will talk about it, you will understand why they are so important. So bacteria and enzymes, they are both together in the sense of bacteria are living cells which have the capabilities of consuming waste and reproducing and actually producing enzymes. Better said, bacteria are the factories that produces enzymes. When the right bacteria are present in the right quantities, in the right condition, they produce enzymes much more economically than a human could ever do. Even though enzymes are produced by themselves in the body, as I said. Enzymes are not alive. They are complex chemicals produced by bacteria. They cannot reproduce or actually consume any sort of waste. They speed up chemical reactions without getting used themselves. They speed up. They are biochemical catalysts. Is another wording for it. They really catalyze everything. However, enzymes are all proteins, and some enzymes attack proteins. Therefore, enzymes' usefulness is limited by digestion from other enzymes. They are interrelated, interconnected. I call it the domino effect. If something in the body, doesn't matter which organ or not organ, is not working properly, then all the rest of the body will suffer under it. So domino effect, everything is interconnected and is like a chain. If you break something in the chain, it doesn't work properly anymore, then that's it. You have a discrepancy. You will have problems. So, and why are enzymes so important? They are important for digestion, not only. Enzymes are essential. They are essential in for healthy digestion and a healthy body. They work with other chemicals in the body, of course, such as stomach acid, bile, to help break down food into tiny little molecules for a wide range of bodily functions. Certain health conditions, though, such as pancreatitis, which is an inflammation of the pancreas, hurts the pancreas and can also reduce the number of effectiveness of certain digestive enzymes. So this health condition is not really very pleasant. This just to talk about medical astrology. I want to bring this in. Enzymes are, as a class, are ruled or under the rulership of Pluto, as they are in that sense all of replicative processes. Most chemical poisons ruled by Neptune are substances that actually combine with and destroy the enzymes. So this is the antagonistic Neptune-Pluto effect. Though another word on Neptune, Neptune is sometimes very, very hard to let figure out what sort of illness a patient might have, because it's very deceptive. nubles. You don't really know where it is. Could it be? Could it not be? So Neptune is quite a little bit a troublemaker. Pluto is life and death. The phoenix rising from the ashes, and anything that has to do with cells, that is under the rulership of Pluto. Enzymes, by the way, are formed from ribonucleic acid, which is known under RNA molecules in the cells. The RNA molecules, which are formed from the hereditary material, actually our genes, in the cell nucleus, act as a template upon which the enzymes are formed. So Pluto rules all of these processes. These are just two aspects in medical astrology, and many other factors have to be examined much deeper to find the cause of any possible pathology. We should look at angles between planets, houses, degrees of planets in which they are placed, as degrees have sometimes an extremely profound meaning. I work a lot with the degrees, what they mean, and to give really very reliable information. And of course, to consider the so-called malefics, such as Mars and Saturn, though I dislike the wording of malefics because as there are always two sides of a coin, and whatever you look at, anything that is excessive is either is not really good. So if it's Mars or Venus or Jupiter or whoever, is they have always two sides of a coin. So Mars tendentially is the culprit of inflammations, but not only. And Saturn for any sort of chronic subjects, as chronic diseases or calcification. These are just statements to, how shall I say, to be understood only as at the surface, as there are much more complex intricacies involved. Is very really complex. Looking at the birth chart and try to figure out what the cause of an illness might be. You can spend days to really try to figure out and to understand what could be wrong, because I don't want to work with this the symptom and I look for the cause. Otherwise I would just treat the symptom, which Western medicine does, and it doesn't make sense because the cause is still not figured out, not understood. So the cause, if we look properly into medical astrology at a birth chart, then it gives a lot of information, and there obviously we can help. Back to the enzymes. The enzymes in our body help perform very important tasks. These include building muscle, destroying toxins, and breaking down food particles during digestion. Also, they are involved in growth, blood coagulation, healing, diseases in general, breathing, digestion, and reproduction. So, as you can see, there are many other biological activities, obviously. But on biological aspect, enzymes are instrumental substances to many functions in living organisms. Then we have the some specific enzymes, and obviously what they mean. Lipases are a group of enzymes that help digest fats in the gut. Lipo is in Latin means fat. So lipase, as I said, a group of enzymes that help digest fats in the gut. Amylase helps change starches into sugars. Proteases is produced in the stomach, pancreas, and small intestines. Most of the chemical reactions occur in the stomach and small intestines. In the stomach, pepsin, you might have heard of it, is the main digestive enzyme attacking proteins. Several other pancreatic enzymes go to work when protein molecules reach the small intestines. So a lot of work happens in the small intestines and in the stomach. Then we have maltase, also found in saliva. The more you chew, the more you produce saliva, and the more you produce also enzymes, and this helps in a much better digestion. Also maltase breaks the sugar maltose into glucose. Then we have another one which is called trypsin, found in the small intestine, that breaks protein down into amino acids. Then, can we live without enzymes? No, we could not live without enzymes, as they are highly specific and incredibly efficient biological catalysts. For a matter of fact, the human body would not exist without enzymes, because the chemical reactions required to maintain the body would not occur fast enough. So it's not possible. We have one of a very important enzyme, and this enzyme is also very abundant on this planet, and it's called Rubisco. There are acronyms, and it's the most abundant because it's present in relatively large quantities in every photosynthetic organism and on the planet, from microscopic cyanobacteria, phytoplankton in the oceans, and on the leaves of giant-sized trees in the tropics. So it's really everywhere. Very important topic is what affects enzymes. The pH level of our stomach or intestines can also affect enzymes, and the pH is very, very important, depending also where in the body it will work. So a low pH means normally something is very acidic. A high pH means that it's basic or also alkaline. And the more enzymes work best in fairly narrow pH range. If the environment surrounding an enzyme becomes too acidic or too basic or too alkaline, the enzyme shape and function will suffer. So it really changes a lot. Changes in pH alter enzymes shape. Different enzymes work best at different pH values. So the optimum pH for an enzyme depends on where it normally works. Example, intestinal enzymes have an optimum pH of about 7.5. Enzymes in stomach have an optimum pH of about 2, because the stomach acidity is about 1. So 2 it should be the optimum. Chemicals called inhibitors can also interfere with an enzyme's ability to cause a chemical reaction. Inhibitors can occur naturally. They can also be manufactured and produced as medications. Antibiotics is one good example. They inhibit or prevent certain enzymes from helping bacterial infections to spread. So your diet can also influence your body's enzymes activity. That's because many foods contain digestive enzymes that help share the burden of the naturally occurring enzymes in your body, okay? For example, bananas, but I will talk about that later on. Eating enzyme-rich foods can boost enzyme activity in your body. Just keep in mind the calories and other nutritional information that you need if you are on a diet. This is also just on the side. In addition to your diet habits, your body or overall state of health will also affect how well it will produce and stores and releases enzymes, and how effectively its enzymes function. So they will vary from person to person. That is obvious. So eating a nutritious diet in moderation or on a regular basis and staying obviously in good health will help your body's enzyme activity to stay more regular. One thing that I want to mention also, the enzyme prosper at the best at a temperature between 36.1 and 37.2. That is the average body temperature of humans. Depends, not everybody is the same, obviously. The higher the temperature, the more enzymes get killed. They will not work properly. So fever and heat is actually destroying enzymes. Um, excuse me. How many enzymes are in the body? Our body produces naturally both digestive enzymes or digestive and metabolic enzymes, as they are needed. Enzymes are proteins, chemical, which carry a vital energy factor needed for every chemical action and reaction that occurs in our body. There are approximately 1,300 enzymes in the human cell. So, quite a few, okay? Which food that contain natural digestive enzymes? One of them is avocado. Avocado contains the digestive enzyme which is called lipase, and does also breaks down fat molecules into smaller fatty acids and glycerol. Although lipase is made in the body, consuming avocados or taking a lipase supplements may ease digestion after a fat meal. Bananas, as I touched before, they have an enzyme that are actually containing amylases and glucosidases, two enzymes that digest complex starches into easily absorbed sugars. They are more active as bananas start to ripen, which is why yellow bananas are much sweeter than green bananas. Anyway, I wouldn't suggest to eat green bananas by no means, because to digest them is very hard. The next one is ginger. Ginger contains the digestive enzyme gingibein, which is a protease. It may aid in digestion by helping food move faster through the digestive tract and boosting the body's own production of digestive enzymes. Ginger appears also because there are studies that show that they are promising treatments against nausea and vomiting. This could be very interesting for everybody. Also, when somebody is traveling and is feeling nausea and vomiting and so on. Pregnant women should be a little bit careful, but this only in big quantities, and normally people don't eat 15 kilos of ginger in one go. So it's just to say, be a little bit careful, especially pregnant women. Then we have the other one, is called honey, very normal honey. And honey contains a variety of digestive enzymes, including diastases, amylase, invertase, and protease. Just make sure that you buy raw honey, as any exposure to high heat will destroy the enzyme. This in general, doesn't matter if it's honey or if it's something else. High heat destroys enzymes. The next one is kefir. Kefir is a fermented milk beverage that contains many digestive enzymes, including lipases, proteases, and lactases. These enzymes break down fat, protein, and lactose molecules. This is very important because many people nowadays suffer under lactose intolerance. They cannot break down the milk sugar, so they get really bad reactions. That the body is extreme when these people have this sort of reaction. And lactose molecules get broken down here. So I have patients which take kefir that have lactose intolerance, but funny enough, with kefir they don't have any sort of bad reaction in the body. So that means it gets digested and without causing any sort of allergy. That is also very, very important, because there are many people suffering from lactose intolerance. The next one would be like sauerkraut. It's called kimchi. It's fermented vegetable it's fermented with bacteria of the Bacillus species, which tends to add enzymes such as proteases, lipases, and amylases. And kimchi is, as I said, like sauerkraut. I don't know another name for it. Then comes kiwi. Kiwi contains digestive enzyme actinidine, which helps digest proteins. Moreover, consuming kiwi, it may ease digestive symptoms like bloating and constipation. Mangoes. Mangoes contain the digestive enzyme amylases, which breaks down carbs or carbohydrates from starch, it's a more complex form of carbohydrate, into sugars like glucose and maltose. Amylases also help mangoes ripen, by the way. Then we have miso. Miso is a popular seasoning in Japanese cuisine that's made by fermenting soybeans. So if you are allergic to soya, don't take it, because you will get really bad reactions. And it's fermented with the fungi koji, which adds digestive enzymes such as lactases, lipases, proteases, and amylases. Papaya contains the digestive enzyme called papain, which breaks down protein into building blocks, and also including amino acids. By the way, papain is also used in supplements which help in losing weight, because papain lets really feel you like not feeling hungry. It stops a little bit the sensation of being hungry. So papain is used a lot in supplements that aid to lose weight, just in brackets on the side note. Pineapples contain a group of digestive enzymes called bromelain, which helps break down proteins into amino acids. Bromelain is also available as a supplement. Many people that I know are allergic to pineapples, so it's up to you. You know the best. But if you are not allergic, there are very, very good enzymes. Then sauerkraut. Sauerkraut is eaten more in the German-speaking countries, especially in autumn season. And by the way, the sauerkraut is very high in percentage in vitamin C. Contains a lot of vitamin C. Sauerkraut is a type of fermented cabbage that is rich in many digestive enzymes. The probiotic properties of sauerkraut may help also ease digestive symptoms in general. But as I said, has a lot of vitamin C. These are just a few. There will be more, obviously, that have these enzymes, digestive enzymes. When is enzyme supplement needed? As I said before, problems with pancreas, such as pancreatitis, cystic fibrosis, pancreatic cancer, can reduce the number of important enzymes your body produces. So as a result, you may not get enough enzymes to thoroughly digest the food and obtain all the nutritional value from what you eat. This is also called malabsorption. You don't eat, but you don't get all the nutritional value of the food, and this is because enzymes are missing. So if you have these conditions or others which your enzyme levels are below a normal range or healthy range, then you should talk to your physician about any treatment option. Dietary enzymes are available usually in pill forms as supplements. You take them usually with meals. If your doctor recommends them, it's fine to try these supplements. Make sure though that you get pancreatic enzyme products. They are called PEPs, and I don't know in the States, but I guess they are approved by the Drug Administration, or is it FDA. I think that is very important to know. Don't just take any sort of low quality supplements, and not over the counter. Talk always to your medical doctor first, because really it is very, very important for your health in general. You may also need enzyme supplementation if you are exposed, to various chemicals or pesticides, or if your food are always cooked at very high temperatures. As I said, heating foods can destroy any natural occurring enzymes in them, and but some people have also stomach irritation and other unpleasant gastrointestinal side effects with enzyme supplements. So be sure that you talk to your doctor, because it can cause more havoc than anything else, and I don't think that is necessary. It's good to be healthy, but please don't buy anything that is cheap, as it doesn't bring anything at all to anybody, especially to your health. Also, try not to forget the immune system. If you have healthy gut, healthy bacteria, your immune system will be strengthened. You will not suffer from many different sort of allergies, because that is connected to the immune system. It's up to you what to do with your health, what you do with your nutrition. So for this, now I would say thank you very much for your time, for listening. Please like, share, subscribe. If you have comments, leave any comments. I usually take the time to give a response, and whatever suggestion that you might have. So until the next time, stay safe, stay positive, dare to be yourself, and see you soon. Take care.